It's my calling, baby, don't you cry, I'm falling down through the sky, toward the street that I'm from. Oh, Broadway, here I come. Broadway, here I come.
Toronto students are putting their stories on the stage, giving audiences a fresh perspective on what it's like to be a teenager in 2018, tackling topics from sexuality to social media pressures. 3 plays in 30 days is written, acted, and directed by teens.
And here's our first story.
I'm Sarah Magny. I'm the artistic director of Thatz Showbiz theater project.
I'm focused on the prize. I'm falling, baby, through the sky, I'm falling, baby, through the sky. It's my calling, baby, don't you cry, I'm falling down through the sky. It's a tune you can hum. Oh, Broadway, here I come.
You finally made it. Oh my God. What is the laugh? I'm you.
There was literally, I couldn't hear the cars. I couldn't see anybody on the street. The houses were not there. It was just this bird and nothing else.
Like the things you wrote down that are so personal and sort of come to life. So it was a little overwhelming for me, but tonight was just so amazing. I really got into it. Everyone did a fantastic job. Yeah, I mean, I think the answer to that is it's in the story, right? It's I come to a place in my life right now, like it's about the obstacles, right? I've never been a writer, yet I have 2 people who approached me, Sarah and Jeff, asked me to do this. So they believed in me, and that's all I had to concentrate on, was they believed in me. I didn't believe in me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 10 years of Thatz Showbiz. Before we begin, I just wanted to take a moment and acknowledge the land that I am currently on. I'm currently situated in Takaranto, or Toronto, meaning the trees that stand in the water, referring to the local river streams, the fishing weirs that were in the local river streams used by the Haudenosaunee and the Huron-Wendat peoples. This land is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Huron-Wendat, and is now home to many diverse First Nations and Métis people. Here at Thatz Showbiz, we believe that the history of theater is rooted in Indigenous history first, and therefore we recognize our ongoing responsibility to learn, unlearn, and actively support these communities. And we always welcome those who join us at Thatz Showbiz to do the same. I'm so happy to have you all here. If you would like to take a moment and put in the comments where you are joining us from, if there is a way that you like to acknowledge the land that you are currently on, we would love to hear from you. And we love hearing from you. We already have comments coming in about the old video. There we go. Those old videos brought back such memories. I know. I can't stop watching that video. I edited it myself, and I was like, let me do something. I was like sitting and staring at it. Anyway, before I get sidetracked, my name is Sarah Magny. I'm the artistic director and founder of Thatz Showbiz Theater Project. My pronouns are she and her. I wanted to do a visual description of myself. I've got big curly kind of messy hair that I recently put it's dark, but I recently put some like greenish highlights in, so that those are there. And then I've got some big brownish glasses that I like to wear. And I am wearing the Thatz Showbiz 10th anniversary t-shirt designed by Cree. I'm going to talk a little bit about Cree later. Amazing. And in the background, I am actually in my apartment, so I've got some funky art going on here. I've got a cool little moon made out of flowers, and just a lot of different local artists actually behind me. And and Thatz Showbiz Theater Project. Just wanted to introduce project. I forgot this during the rehearsal too. Forgot it again. Thatz Showbiz Theater Project uses theater to educate, empower, and ignite social change. We flip the paradigm on whose stories get told by whom. We work with folks who have been underrepresented on our stages and underserved by theater education in general. And we have a main focus now on youth and adults who are neurodivergent and or have intellectual disabilities. And without further ado, the Hayden Finkelstein, the assistant director who's been with us all 10 of these years.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name is Hayden Finkelstein. I am the assistant director of Thatz Showbiz, though I feel like my role has been kind of a million different things over the course of a decade. I can't believe it's been such a long time already. But my official title is assistant director. My pronouns are he, him. A quick visual description for me. I'm also in my apartment. Behind me is a mishmash of pictures. Apologies that I don't have a nicer wall to be staring at. I don't have a lot of hair on my head, but I got a big old bushy beard, and I'm wearing glasses, and also our 10-year lime green shirt. I've got that on as well. It was a special delivery this afternoon from Sarah. Yeah, I won't take too long with this, but I'm seeing a comment from Hanlon. Hi, Hanlon. Woo!
And hi, Stephen. Thanks for joining us from Mississauga. This is exciting.
Fun. I like that we can see the comments. That's
yes.
Fun. I won't take too long with this bit, but there are a lot of people that we have to thank for this, and we're not going to be able to name everybody individually because it's been a decade and it would take a really long time and a really big list. But basically, for tonight's event and also just for a lot of other things, we have Lormel Homes to thank and the Leota family as well for their support. We want to thank the Magny family. So, of course, that's Sarah's family, Mary Morris and Steve, have been cornerstones, obviously, for the last 10 years. We also want to take a moment to thank, and unfortunately, we can't do everybody's name, but we do want to thank everybody who has ever been a choreographer with us, a guest artist with us, anybody who's had any impact on the folks that we serve at Thatz Showbiz. I mean, it's just been so amazing to have you. So thank you. And thank you. You know, Hanlon's a great example for anybody who might be tuning in. Just a big thank you from us. The team tonight that you'll meet, we have Ben, who's producing the show, all the way in from Rhode Island. Very exciting. I think we're going to pull Ben up. There is Ben.
Thank you for joining us from Rhode Island. Ben and I went to school together at AMDA, and now he is forced to produce my show. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Ben. We also have, we won't put them on screen just yet, but we have Dante and Alan, both students at Thatz Showbiz now working with us in various capacities. We have my partner Celeste, who's sat on the floor next to me, dealing with our raffle. So we have a big ticket raffle. It's very, very exciting. You can win the prizes to see Harry Potter at the CAA Theatre. The raffle is currently open. There are tickets to win the prize at the link. It's a PayPal link in the description, and all the information is there. So wherever you're watching, if you go to the description, you should be able to find that. The winner will be announced at the end of this stream. And just so you know, when you buy your ticket, we're a real mom and pop shop here, so we're doing everything manually. Celeste's literally sat on the floor with the tickets. So if it takes a minute to get confirmation, we got you. Just know that it's coming. Yeah, we're also going to give away some smaller prizes.
Sorry, there's a beautiful comment that came in from Adina. Hi, Adina. It's been so many years.
Oh, hi, Adina.
So
Yay.
nice to see you here. She said, hi, Sarah and Hayden. Thank you for making my years at Thatz Showbiz. Coming from Toronto, smiley face. You guys really shaped who I am today and who I hope to become over time. Thank you so much, Adina.
Thanks, Adina.
It's so nice to have you here.
Yeah, nice to see everybody and to connect with everybody again. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it for the thank yous. We're also going to be giving away some smaller prizes later on. Sarah will talk more about that. And the very last person we have to introduce is a former student of ours who's now coming in all the way from New York. It's Itai. There's Itai.
Hi.
Bye.
I forgot to bring you in. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, I'm Itai. I go by he, him. As Hayden mentioned, I am living in New York now, and I have been with Thatz Showbiz from day one for 10 years, which is insane to think that we've gotten here already. 10 years, lots of shows, lots of memories. Loved that with all the memories that happened. Being when I was still a part of Thatz Showbiz, my group fortunately was very close, and we were always the first people to knock each other down. But with that being said, we built each other right back up from where they were and then some, which was always really great. And to this day, we still talk. So that was really amazing. And we had, I guess you can say, 10 years of that. So, and ongoing. Yeah, congratulations, guys. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I have a photo here that I'm going to share with the group. These are both now old photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are.
So I always consider Itai my first student, which is the truth. And so before Thatz Showbiz even existed, I worked at another summer camp. And that's me and Itai on one side. And then the next photo is what? Our 5-year anniversary?
Was it 5?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Well, it was at the
I think
Galano.
it was either. I know the first photo on the right, on the left was, yep, still no left and right. No big deal. The one on the left was, I think it was 13 years ago. That one was taken.
Yeah.
I want to say the one on the right might have been second or third year.
I mean, it was at the Galano Resource Library. It was ages ago.
So anyway, we wanted to redo the photo, and like Itai was taller than me the second time around, which I love. But yeah, memories.
And yeah, I guess onto our first moment of Thatz Showbiz history was always my personal favorite thing was our choreography. So enjoy, guys.
Hi. I didn't notice you there. Welcome to Masterclass Theater. My name is Hayden Finkelstein, and today I'm looking back on several pivotal moments in Thatz Showbiz history. Would you like to join me? Excellent. Well, these first few are going to be a real treat. You see, in Thatz Showbiz 10-year history, there have been several times where choreographers or dance instructors just weren't available. Let's take a look at some numbers that were choreographed by non-dancer folk. Should be fun, right? Amazing choreographers can sometimes be in short supply. Thatz Showbiz has, on a few occasions, been without one at times where one was desperately needed. Here's one example. Assistant director Hayden Finkelstein, a serious non-dancer, choreographed this monstrosity for Shrek the Musical years ago. The song? Story of My Life. Note the simplistic shape, no interesting levels in sight. Take a look at this last move. He was so proud of that, he went to bed with a big smile on his face. Really quite sad. Oh, and how about this move? Used close to 100 times during a production of Xanadu. An X. How inspired. Great work, artistic director Sarah Magny. See, what we can learn here is how vital choreographers are. Wasn't that fun? Perhaps in retrospect, designing those numbers without a choreographer was truly hellish. Do come and join me again. This has been Masterclass Theatre.
I love this. More of that to come.
I totally forgot there was no choreographer in Xanadu, and that
That's why every dance
Sarah
was
did
this.
You do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do.
it was such a proud moment.
I really thought I'd invented something with this one.
Yeah, beautiful.
I was inspired.
I'm supposed to be introducing Dante, but did I lose Dante? Oh, Dante's back. Of course, this has to happen. Tech disasters. Anyway, a masterclass in beard acting. Thank you,
That's
Hannah.
all I do.
Love that.
It's his expertise.
So I want to talk about a program. You're going to hear more about it and explain, so I'm not going to go too far deep into it. But a program called 3 Plays in 30 Days, which we started in 2018, which was very exciting. Actually, Hanlon, who's here, was one of our mentors. So thank you, Hanlon. and he continued to be our mentor for a bunch of iterations. COVID happened. We had to do it virtually, but we got it done. It's a really, really exciting program. And one of our most recent mentees from that program is Dante, who then also became an apprentice at Thatz Showbiz. So he's had a whole kind of journey with Thatz Showbiz, and I'm going to shut up and bring him in. Hello, welcome.
Oh, that was exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting here.
Hello, I'm Dante. I use he, him, and they pronouns. A visual description of me is I have green hair and my green 10th anniversary Thatz Showbiz shirt. And so 3 Plays in 30 Days is a free program where youth ages 13 to 18 submit ideas for one-act plays about the youth experience. Youth are selected to participate as actors, directors, stage managers, set and lighting designers over a period of 60 days. 30 days for playwriting, and 30 days to bring it all together. The youth will work with the mentorship and guidance of professional writers, directors, actors, stage managers, and technicians to bring these works of art to life. At the end of a 60-day process, 3 fully produced plays will be performed at a Toronto theater. I was a part of 3 Plays in 30 Days as a student, where I wrote my play, The Prince of Grey Island, which was inspired by the lack of representation in Disney movies. There are no Disney princes. My playwriting mentor was Hanlon McGregor. He showed me, even without knowing that he did, how to be hopeful for my future, that everything was going to work out and be okay, and how to be an even better artist. You can hear the radio play on our YouTube channel. I also recently got to see it performed live, thanks to Shadow Path Theater's Story of the Alphabet community. What an amazing experience that was, getting to see my work performed live. Having a program like 3 Plays in 30 Days is important because youth need and deserve an outlet to share their stories. They deserve safe environments where they also get to make long-lasting connections with the cast and crew members. Thatz Showbiz and 3 Plays in 30 Days has had a very special place in my heart. Through being a part of Thatz Showbiz and 3 Plays in 30 Days, I have made so many lifelong connections. I first heard of Thatz Showbiz because of my brother Christian. He was involved in the Creative Development and Discovery Program. Then I saw ads for 3 Plays in 30 Days and immediately signed up because I fit the criteria. And I had recently, at the time, found a new undying passion for theater. I will never be able to thank Showbiz enough for every absolutely amazing experience I've had here. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Allie, and my child participated in Thatz Showbiz. And I want to say congratulations to Thatz Showbiz. Congratulations to Sarah and your team on everything that you've built over the past 10 years. The work you do is so powerful, and as a family, we are so grateful that we got to be a part of it. Our child got to be part of 3 Plays in 30 Days at the beginning of the pandemic, and having that mentor to work with and being involved in something creative and connecting them to the 2S LGBTQ plus community at a time that everything got disconnected was so important and vital to their mental health. The icing on the cake was that the play got to be performed last weekend in Newmarket, and we got to meet you face to face. Yay, Sarah! In conjunction with Shadowpath Productions. So just what a tremendous experience. We are so grateful that you do the work that you do and wish you continued success in the decades to come. Mwah.
3 Plays in 30 Days.
3 Plays in 30 Days.
3 Plays in 30 Days.
3 Plays in 30 Days is a creation lab where we pair up young people with professional mentors, and they create, tell, perform their stories.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, my name is Grishma, and I was a playwright for 3 Plays in 30 Days.
And I'm Jeff Ho. I was so honored to be Grishma's mentor as part of 3 Plays in 30 Days. We spent a month, literally less than 30 days, to finish a 45-page play named Shady by Grishma. It involves multiple characters, it involves social media, it involves issues around shadism, body shaming, and issues of being bullied, and just pursuing a life in the arts as an artist of color. And that was what I loved about this program, was that Thatz Showbiz and Sarah and Hayden facilitated this really safe, really comfortable process where we got so much one-on-one time to work on issues that are so rarely told on our stages. And in this year of talking about representation, to have a Chinese mentor with an Indian mentee working on a story in Canadian culture, it is just such a rare experience, and I'm so grateful to Sarah, Hayden, and Thatz Showbiz for that.
Yeah, and I would like to say the same. I'd like to say that it was such a cool experience being able to be pushed by not only my mentor, but also by the circumstances of our society to have to write about something that is more than just our flatline mystery or our romance. Something that involves different shades of what life looks like for someone of color, and what life looks like being someone who wants to pursue something in the arts. And that was something that was challenging, and it pushed me and it pushed Jeff, obviously, and that's what made it the most fun to write.
I think for me, one of the biggest inspirational things with this particular program is that the mentors reflect the mentees. And when I was 17, I didn't have nobody that looked like me teaching me anything. And I can't help but think how much differently my trajectory as an artist would have been if I just had somebody that looked like me influencing me and telling me that I am allowed to tell my story in my way. Like it's taken me until now. I won't give you the details. It's taken me a long time to come full circle and to be an actress, playwright, who's generating my own work in my own voice. So the fact that Thorn gets this opportunity right now, the sky is the limit. I am so excited to see the work that he creates from here on out.
Absolutely.
So
the person we casted for a character in the play, he himself said that he had stopped doing theater because he was trans, and that was something I also had to go through. I had to stop doing things and auditioning for certain roles because, like, they say that anyone's welcome, but then when it actually comes time to audition and go there, you can see that they don't really care.
Toronto students are putting their stories on the stage, giving audiences a fresh perspective on what it's like to be a teenager in 2018, tackling topics from sexuality to social media pressures. 3 plays in 30 days is written, acted, and directed by teens. Now, it's the first time the program was put on. That's after a York Region not-for-profit theater received a government grant. Talia Ritchie tells us more.
If she can do it, I can do it.
At 17 years old, Thorn Brown can already call himself a playwright.
My play is about a kid growing up to understand that they are transgender, as well as understanding that people that once supported them before they knew might not support them after they knew, and learning how to cope with that loss of support.
His play, called 802, covers a big topic for a teen to tackle on stage. But that's the whole idea behind 3 plays in 30 days. The program had teens submit ideas for plays about the youth experience, and 3 pitches were chosen. Teens were also selected to participate as actors, directors, and stage managers. They had 30 days to develop the script and 30 more days to rehearse the production. No experience was required, but the teens were partnered with professional mentors who work in showbiz.
This is a dream opportunity to help a youth who's a trans youth is like the best thing ever, especially because Thorn is a person of color. I think that his voice as a trans person of color needs to be centered.
Woo! Can you see that? That says UTB Productions. And that logo was created by Thorn Brown. We also have a little trans bus logo that Thorn created. And that is just the beginning of Thorn's artistic talent. So I've been working with Thorn for 4 years now. We started off at being put together by Sarah Magny as part of 3 plays in 30 days, and I was mentoring Thorn as a playwright as he wrote a play in 30 days about his own experience as a trans person, and he brought so much of himself to the work, as well as his articulate and specific sensibility. His writing is full of metaphor, and he also ended up bringing in some superhero characters like Trans Man to help explain and illustrate in a fun way the difference between different trans identities, and that was really amazing. And it was really, I'd say, one of the high points for me was working with Thorn and learning so much from Thorn, as well as mentoring him. I was also, I like to say that he was also mentoring me. And there were several mentors that we worked with, and I think all of that together brought him to a really rich performance in the end. Of course, after writing for 30 days, then he also performed in the production that was created in the next 30 days. So went on stage and was the lead character in his own work. The other thing that I learned about Thorn during that time is how multi-talented he is. And we ended up
inviting Thorn to be part of our collective. At first, we just had him come in and work with us on some projects. And the things that Thorn has done since being part of the collective have included creating our website, doing some beautiful illustration, as you've seen, acting, doing a technical role, and also, excuse me, doing some directing work, although he ended up being pulled onto stage when we did our workshop of Call Me Papa, which is a play for young audiences about a trans parent transitioning, and Thorn ended up stepping into the role of Blair when another cast member became ill, and did a wonderful job on the spot. And then we also just finished filming a short film. It's actually a pretty long short film. It's 30 minutes, and Thorn was the lead in that. He played Tyler, who is a Black Lives Matter activist and an artist, and ends up getting pregnant with his white boyfriend. And they must navigate what they're going to do about this pregnancy, and he gets some help from the universe in the form of a magical phoenix, so there's some magical realism, and also from two older trans people, a trans woman and a trans man, who he's met in a gender journeys in a gender support group. And Thorn did an amazing job. And the film is called Regeneration, and it is now in post-production, so you'll get to see that at some point. And I call Thorn the one-take wonder, because basically we would film and then we'd say, okay, that was great. Maybe we should do one more. And it was like, we didn't really need the second one. Most of the time, it was all there in the first take. So all that to say, it has been a joy, a pleasure. I consider Thorn a close friend, and I can't imagine my life without this person in it. And I'm so glad that he is sharing his gifts with the world. And I will always be indebted to Sarah Magny and Thatz Showbiz for bringing us together as we try to make the world and the industries of film and television more trans-friendly and centric. Okay, have a great day, and bye from me. Please do support Thatz Showbiz so they can continue to do more of this great work that they do. Okay, bye.
Ugh.
That's so nice. I hadn't seen that yet.
So nice.
That's awesome.
Hi, Sarah Factor. Yes,
Hi, Sarah Factor.
Sarah Factor got to watch one of the rehearsals of 3 plays in 30 days, and it was great. Yes, thank you. There's so much going on right now. Motions and comments and everything is so beautiful, and I'm going to try and stay focused. Yes. Yeah. Hanlon, you're amazing. I hope you're still around. We love you. But yes, so 3 plays in 30 days, the idea behind 3 plays in 30 days always was one of the main things that I said as soon as I got the idea was this needs to be free for youth, and we need to pay artists fairly in what they're worth. And so the program was able to be free because it was funded by the Ontario Trillium Foundation the first time around. Thank you so much, Ontario Trillium Foundation. They're one of our favorite funders. They're amazing. And then the Tegan and Sarah Foundation was able to give us some small grants for it as well. And then there was even one session that we didn't have any grants or anything, so we crowdsourced some funding. So this is the reason why we collect donations. We are a nonprofit, and we are trying to make these programs accessible. 3 plays in 30 days, I promise, will always be free for youth. That is the whole premise of it. And so donations like yours go straight to programs like that, and you get to enter a raffle tonight. So make sure you go look in the link wherever. I'm so good with technology. In the bio,
you know the link.
You know the link. The description of the YouTube video has the link there that you can still, the raffle's still open if you haven't joined. bought your tickets yet, there or even on Facebook, it's all there. Click the PayPal, buy it. The raffle is still open, and the donations go towards that. And you could win 3 tickets to go see a show. So yahoo to all of that stuff. What do I need to talk about now? Yes. All right. So on all of that note, accessibility. That's a main focus for Thatz Showbiz. But also I like to call it radical accessibility. I really feel that theater can be one of the most accessible art forms, that we've kind of denied theater that kind of rootedness and accessibility, and that we can actually incorporate accessibility into our performances and actually make the art better. It's not an afterthought, it's interwoven into our performance and into our work and into our rehearsal process. And that's one of the really, really exciting things about Thatz Showbiz to me.
Yeah, and I mean, if you need another reason to donate at this point, I hope you don't. I hope you've already convinced you. And I mean, actually, we're doing pretty well. I think we're well over 70 tickets sold for this raffle already, which is awesome. I think that was at the beginning of the stream, so I don't know now. It's probably more. But just kind of dovetailing off what Sarah just said, yeah, that's Showbiz. I don't know. I genuinely don't know of an organization that's championing accessibility in this way for theater. The passion with which Sarah speaks about, I mean, it's obvious. Like it's the work that's being done here is second to none, and it's amazing. It's amazing to watch, and I feel very, very grateful to have been a part of it and the change that the organization has kind of gone through. I feel very, very proud to work here. And I think what we're going to show next, I mean, we've kind of been showing a bunch of different videos and pieces of our history. And I think the next video is going to be a really good example of this. As far as accessibility goes, Sarah and Thatz Showbiz, all of us, we've never really been scared of making adjustments and changing to best suit the communities that we're serving. And I think a really good example of that is this next video is it's a mishmash, this video. The song is Purple Summer from Spring Awakening. And it's a few different versions of it. One is acoustic by Dante, who you met earlier. And then there's some versions of it that we've done in the past. And you'll see the way in which this, using the same song has transformed over the years. There's a version that you'll see where we managed to incorporate sign language, which was really, really exciting. And there was a version that, of course, when the pandemic hit, all we could do was work on Zoom. And it was really amazing being in the room. That made me really nervous, but Sarah just kind of ran with it. And we were able to offer, I mean, I think the best programming in the GTA over Zoom, which is a hard thing to do, as we all know. We hated being on Zoom, but it was amazing to watch how we were able to kind of blossom in a new direction. And hopefully we won't have to do that. We won't be forced to do that anymore, but now we have all this amazing technological know-how moving forward, and we can offer accessibility in that way to people who perhaps are unable to come in person. So yeah, unless there's anything else to add, Sarah or Itai, I think we'll show you that video now.
Video, yeah.
Let's show the video.
Oops.
And all shall fade, the flowers of spring, the world and all the sorrow at the heart of everything, but still it stays. The butterflies sing, and it opens purple summer with the flutter of its wings. Earth will wave with corn. The day so wild, so warm, and theirs will mate with stallions that they mate. Fools they all shall know the wonder. Purple summer.
And I wait, the swallow brings
A song too hard to follow that no one else can sing.
The fences sway, the horses swing, the crowd begins to sunder, quick and wonder, remembering.
Earth will wave with corn. The gray fly choir will mourn, and mares will neigh with stallions that they mate, bulls they've born.
Nice, you guys. I love that.
Yeah.
In the rehearsal room, that sounded.
I was
really
gonna say,
good.
even the rehearsal takes.
It sounded good.
There's something about ASL that's just, it so beautifully connects to musical theater, and it like putting it into your body like that. Like I feel like every time we've done a song with ASL, the music comes together so beautifully, and I think that's no coincidence. It's beautiful. It's beautiful language.
Yeah. Moving forward, I think we'll introduce one of our many co-hosts for this this evening. It's not a perfect segue, but we'll go with it. We were talking about
It's a perfect one now.
Yeah, you just got to acknowledge it, and it's fine. We were talking about kind of Zoom before and accessibility in that way, and Thatz Showbiz over the course of the pandemic has managed to, through grant funding and other areas, has managed to acquire some tech stuff, and we've really like grown and had to learn quickly about how to program stuff online. I know Sarah and I are not the most technologically advanced folks, so that's been a real joy sometimes. But what's amazing is that there are other people who really thrive in that environment, and this next person is no exception. Alan is a student, you'll meet in just a moment, but who also does some work for us now, kind of like Dante, except Alan really loves tech and editing, and actually a lot of the videos you're seeing tonight have kind of been spliced together by Alan. So I think we'll bring him in now.
Hello, everyone. Hello, so my name is Alan, and my pronouns are he, him, and for my visual description, I have rectangle frame black glasses. I also have a Thatz Showbiz t-shirt. Yeah, and I'm wearing a Toronto Blue Jays hat, even though I don't live in Toronto right now, but I was born in Toronto and I live in Vaughan right now. Yes, so, and I would like to call myself the lackluster member because, well, I've only joined Thatz Showbiz this year, since in February. But before that, I I attended Seneca for their film program, and so and I'm expected to graduate this year. Um, and then of course, like I wouldn't say I'm like more into tech. I'm more on like on the film editing side. I'm really good with editing. Um, and of course, I also have an interest for acting, which is how I found that showbiz. And I was looking for acting schools to like kind of like to get some acting experience. And then when I read about that showbiz, about what this woman is doing right now, I think it's beautiful. So, and then I decided to kind of like, you know what, maybe I should ask if I could take a class, or I could join one of their classes. And like, and the rest is pretty much history. So I joined one of their creative development classes, which you might hear more about later. And with some of their students, Cameron, who you might also like learn about more earlier. Yeah, he's a big ball of energy. I can tell you that. It's true. Yeah, and I took that class, and so far it has been fun. And of course, with me being the more the film editing type, Sarah has me like work on one of their latest production with a group called Precious Flower, and honestly, it there were a lot of bumps on the road, but it was fun. And yeah, yeah, and I just want to say that fun fact, I myself and a person with an intellectual disability, I'm autistic, and there I just want to say like on behalf of everyone, like on all the students, I just want to say thank you. Like thank you for making this kind of like a safe place for I think for people like us and for people who don't really have the chance to actually kind of like perform like their craft because of like because of what they are, like what their disabilities are, or like even or what or their sexuality and stuff. And yeah, and also happy 10th anniversary to Thatz Showbiz. Like I may have not been here long, I but I have grown to kind of like love Sarah and for the incredible woman that she is. And yeah, and thanks again, and donate to Thatz Showbiz. That was improvised. That was improvised.
That
Yeah.
was fully improvised.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I held in all my tears. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Alan. We love having you, and it's been so great. And it's like, yeah, it's been great both ways. Like, honestly, like, you know, I help you out with your acting stuff, and then in turn, I'm like, I have to make this film. Can you come film it and edit it? And it's like, it's kind of like this beautiful thing that we're building here, and that's what Thatz
Yeah.
Showbiz is all about. So we're so
Yeah.
happy to have you and have you
Thank
here
you.
tonight.
Yeah. Thank you.
as-
And oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut it off. Yeah. You keep going.
No worries. Yeah, I was just gonna go into our next video because you were already introducing it, kind of. We have a
Yeah.
spotlight on one of our other students, Cameron, because he's been with us a long time. Itai's smiling because Itai worked with Cameron, and actually Itai also worked at Thatz Showbiz for a little bit too. See
Yeah.
how this wonderful circle of everything
Yeah.
happens. And you got to work with Cameron, and so when I was like, we have a spotlight on Cameron, Itai's like, because Cameron, I mean, he's going to speak for himself, and we're going to let that play. But he's a big ball of energy. He's also a very brilliant performer. So I'm excited to show you that video. Here it comes.
Hi everybody, my name is Kevin Stewart. I'm a professional actor. You may have seen me in such wonderful productions as CDSS, Down Syndrome Answers, or the Avril Lavigne music video, Fly. Well, actually, I'm not quite a pro yet, but I will be someday. And that's thanks to Sarah and Thatz Showbiz. The amazing work she's been doing for 10 years now puts people like me in the spotlight, and if I do say so myself, it's where I belong. So, generous donations will go to expanding this amazing, one-of-a-kind program. And let's face it, when you see me on Netflix one day, you'll be able to truthfully say, I help lots of kids!
I think sometimes for me, Cameron, I don't know if this is something that you've experienced, but because my body looks different, not everybody always wants to go on a date with me.
Well, in that case, I ditch my losses and just try a different person.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm here for that. I am here for that philosophy.
Okay, this is a kissing dating show. I'm outside, right? And my girlfriend in real life is holding me while I go out. And then basically, my girlfriend in real life, like, pulls me backwards. And then we go out. And then the girl asks consent if she wants to, like, kiss me and stuff. And I'm like, sure, why not?
Hi, my name's Kevin, and my son Cameron has participated in the program Thatz Showbiz with Sarah Magny now for almost 10 years. I can't recommend the program strongly enough. Over that time, Cameron has made many new friends, as well as really enjoyed the opportunities that have come from being in the theater program. There are not many programs like this, and my hope and wish is that the program lasts for not just another 10 years, but for many more decades to come. Thank you.
That's so good. I'm so proud of him when I see that. That's so nice.
I know. I'm so proud of him too. I really want to shout out to the show is called Everybody Curious. You can find it all on YouTube. This is, I think, their 3rd season. And they decided to do a season. So basically the whole show is about sex education for kids. And they decided to do a season that only focused on folks with disabilities. So young kids, teens with disabilities, and teaching them sex education. That's not a resource that really exists. That's something that very much excites me. So they contacted me and said, do you know anybody that you think would be great for this show? And I was like, I absolutely do. They met on Zoom with Cameron and literally emailed me immediately after the Zoom conversation. And they were like, we love him. They were like, he's perfect for this. I was like, yes, I know. And his mom was really excited about it because she had actually been looking for a resource for sex education for Cameron.
Yeah.
Because it's really important for, especially for folks who are neurodivergent and or have intellectual disabilities. They don't get these resources in the same way, and it's crucial. It's crucial information. So I love this entire season. So you should definitely check out Everybody Curious. This is not a plug. They're not paying me anything. I was so excited when they told me what they were doing. I literally lost my mind. So proud of Cameron for getting that gig. He's done quite a few acting gigs and he's great. He has an agent and everything now, and it's super, super exciting.
Yeah, really is.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick shout out again to Lormel Homes, who helped sponsor this event tonight. So thank you so much to them. And on that note, yeah, we don't have big fancy corporate sponsors. We're not a big fancy corporation.
What?
I know.
I'm getting out of here.
Maybe one day, but for now, donate to Thatz Showbiz. Enter the raffle because you don't have too much time left, but you can still enter it.
Yeah.
And Celeste is working away in the corner over there.
Yeah, truly.
Tickets.
Truly.
Thank you so much, Celeste.
pretty soon it's gonna be closed. So if you want to buy those tickets, grab them now, for sure. We're gonna show you another video, another piece of our history, and something in the last number of years that's become a cornerstone of Thatz Showbiz is, as you heard a little bit about before from Alan. And from Cameron, I think, our creative development programs. I won't chat too much about them, other than just saying, because the video will speak for itself. But other than saying that, Cameron and Alan, both who, as you've seen, are just amazing, just fabulous people, have come out of those programs, and it's so rewarding to be able to work with the creative development series. So we'll show you a little bit about that now.
Having Emily be a part of Thatz Showbiz for the past few years has been a wonderful experience. Emily's on the autism spectrum and really enjoys participating in the theater program. I believe this program has really helped Emily increase her confidence and her communication. Sarah is a wonderful teacher, bringing fun and creativity to the program. Congratulations, Sarah, on 10 years. Definitely well deserved.
I love Thatz Showbiz.
Hi everyone, I'm Chrissy. I love Thatz Showbiz because Sarah indulges me and my singing lessons. She makes me happy and she makes me laugh. So if you get this video, whatever, call Sarah to come enjoy it for Thatz Showbiz. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Rose Russo. This is my daughter, Christina. I'm here today to talk about Thatz Showbiz Theatre Project and Ceremony. We've been involved with her programs for several months now. I have my daughter, Chrissy, here is 23. My son, Felice, is 24. I've had an outstanding experience. My kids, we've gone through life with them extremely lonely. It was difficult with childhood and adolescence and the social exclusion and isolation that they experienced, and also a perception of being less than whole as people. And there was always that big part of their expression of the self that was missing. Certainly the creative piece we haven't been able to nurture. It's been so much about survival, really. And the communication piece made things extremely difficult. There's that profound communication deficiency in vocal speech and ability to express, especially the inner emotions. I've been really excited and encouraged and really thoroughly enjoyed supporting Christina at Sarah's programs. I know years ago in a playground, I encountered some children playing, and they had the playground that turned into some kind of a space station, and they had this acting out this scenario, which my kids were not part of. And it was something that never left me. The loss of that companionship connection to their peers. So it's been such a pleasure for me and such a relief and a joy for me especially coming out of this pandemic, to start and be a part of Sarah's programs. I hope that the kids can be part of it for years to come. I'd love to see them on a stage at some point, but at this point, just thrilled with her ability to bring out and use different methods and of getting a person to express themselves and be a part of something else, something that's very social, very connected, and bringing that wholeness to them. So I think she does extremely valuable and excellent work, and she really brings a lot to her work personally. And I highly recommend her programs, and I hope you'll consider it and consider supporting her and her programs. Thank you.
10 amazing surprises. It all kicks off today, and here's our first story.
I'm Sarah Magny. I'm the artistic director of Thatz Showbiz Theater Project. This theater project focuses mainly on youth and adults with intellectual disabilities. I'm a performer myself. I studied musical theater in New York City, and while I was there, I took a drama therapy course, and I really realized how powerful theater is. My brother Steven is on the autism spectrum and is also a phenomenal performer, singer, actor, and there was never a space for him. When we would try and get him into programs, they would say we don't know how to work with people with disabilities, which is so strange because you just work with them like you would anyone else. It's theater. He now is training to teach at our programs as well.
And now it's time for the big reveal. Please watch.
Whew. I feel good. I mean, the space is done. It's looking amazing. What do you think Sarah's going to think?
Keep your eyes closed.
Yep.
I think she's going to be really happy. You know, it's a really big transformation. So let's think back to what your space looked like 3 days ago, right?
Yep, not like much.
Not like much.
This is the moment of truth. Are you ready for some inspiration?
I'm ready.
Open your eyes.
Oh my God. Look behind.
Have to love yourself to get anything done in this world.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be perfect. It's a landscape of New York City.
So cool. I've been there.
You've been there. We are going to be creating works of art and telling the story.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I'm so happy. I'm so overwhelmed.
I just
This is amazing.
I can't wait to talk to you about how that all feels. But first, you've got two very special people in the audience.
I do.
Who are they?
My mom, Mary, and my brother, Steven.
What a beautiful story. A family affair, for
Yes,
sure.
definitely.
So now you're in that space, and how does that new space feel, and how do your students feel about it?
It feels like home, and it feels like a professional space for them to create. For so long, they get treated like they're little kids, and they're not. They're professional artists, and when they walk in there, they can feel that, and they feel supported by the space. So I'm really happy about
I'm so happy about that, too. Feels better. Feels right.
We have produced a number of virtual shows that you can find online on our Facebook page.
House will be playing the parts of
Mr. Red
and
Mr. Fox.
We to do creative playwriting and devise virtual theater work, and we've been going strong ever since.
I'm a lobster fisherman in Newfoundland.
I'm a clam, bake, and PEI.
And it definitely wasn't easy, as none of this is easy right now, but we knew it was important. And it's because of the support of our community members and the people at the Marilyn Dennis Show who really believed in the work that we're doing, that this was possible. And we're so grateful for that.
I'm a wheat field and a sunset Under Perry Sky.
Continue working in that beautiful space. We're going to continue doing virtual programming. It reaches more people and it meets access needs for folks.
Broken parts. I'm learning to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna stand in front, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who.
That's awesome.
So good.
So good. Okay, yes. So there are prizes coming up.
Pretty
Many
soon.
a prize. There are prizes, there's raffles, but there's also an opportunity to win one of these shirts.
And maybe Itai will win one.
Hopefully Itai will win one.
Yes, mine got lost in the mail.
We didn't have the budget to send you one. This is why we need donations.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? What is the plan? I wanted to talk about these shirts were designed. The logo was designed by Pri. Pri is literally amazing, and I'm going to read a little bit about Pri. Pri is an artist educator currently based in Toronto. They're a child of immigrant settlers from Punjab. Pri's work centers their identity as queer, non-binary, trans, disabled, fat, and racialized individual. They have an interdisciplinary arts practice under the name Sticky Mangoes, so check out Sticky Mangoes. They do really cool stuff. And co-founded the non-binary Color Collective. Pri's work has been featured in CBC, Extra Magazine, Blog TO, and Salty. Pri is amazing. Pri has facilitated workshops for us. Pri did a zine making workshop with us. That was really, really cool. Yeah, so they're just really super awesome. And now they've designed this really beautiful logo. I was in tears because I was like, I want a logo that like really just like feels like us. And I was like, I'm terrible. I'm not even specific. I'm the worst person to work with as an artist. I was like, I just want it to feel like it just like holds like all of us. And I just feel like they nailed it. Like nailed it. So we love Pri, and I just wanted to shout out Pri. So you will get, and these are limited edition, like the most limited. There's literally like 3 left. That's it. Like you're just like, and so we're giving 2 away. And what you have to do to win, so you have to do it in the comments. Everybody, get ready. Okay.
I'm ready.
Win.
I'm ready to win.
2 people will win. And you need to type in, and you need to be the fastest to do so. The first 2 ones that we see, you're gonna win a t-shirt by Pri. Okay. And okay, I have to show this comment from Stephen Magny first. I will send my shirt for you. So if Stephen Magny wins, he's gonna send his t-shirt to Itai. There's the comment.
You better win, Stephen.
That's amazing.
So in order to win the t-shirt, thank you, Tracy. I'm sorry. I love reading these comments. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Tracy. We love you. Thank you. Okay. So in order to win these t-shirts, you're going to type in the comments in the first 2 that we see. Okay. You're going to type in and send it in your favorite musical. Okay. Type it in, send it in quick. All right. And our raffle is closing soon. And we're going to go to the next video, and then we're going to announce all these winners all over the place.
Just to be clear, before this next video, we're going to announce the shirts after the next video, but we are also closing during this video. We're closing our raffle. So if you got 30 seconds, a minute to enter. We still got people coming in. But if you want to enter it now.
Enter it now. Enter the raffle. And also tell me your favorite musical in the comments. And let's watch this next video. Go!
I didn't notice you there. Welcome back to Masterclass Theater. Oh, did you want to see another pivotal moment from Thatz Showbiz history? Okay. Well, I've got a real treat for you this time. Hey, sit down. Stay a minute. I'm sure we all recall that scene from Pitch Perfect. Anna Kendrick, a cup. Children all around the world tried to replicate the semi-complicated clapping pattern. Thatz Showbiz was no exception. Complex rhythmic clapping patterns were all the rage for a while, and by gosh, did we want to get involved. Take a look here. Everyone perfectly in sync. Well, not quite, but well, they sure were going for it. And this one, Broadway Here I Come, was the name of the number. How inspiring. Perhaps only made more inspiring if the bloody clap section was in sync. Round of applause for that one, huh? And because of the clapping. Well, if ever you need a rest, you can always come on back here. I'll be here. This has been Masterclass Theater. Hello, hello.
Hello. All right, winners of our T-shirt with the amazing logo. Okay, so the first two that I see are here, of course, Chaim Blumenstein, and with Kinky Boots as a favorite musical, which is one of my favorites as well. It's freaking excellent. And Patricia Polano, the Wizard. I assume of Oz, but I don't know.
The Wizard of Toronto.
The Wizard of Toronto. So can you two do me a favor? I'll remember who you were, but do me a favor and send me an email so that I know, so we can coordinate T-shirt pickup. So you know what's hilarious, Itai? You're going to get a T-shirt after all.
Hey!
On the T-shirt.
It all worked out in the end.
I worked so hard for it.
Amazing. You did. You worked so hard for it. You earned it. Beautiful.
It's a stepping stone to my Tony.
So that's the winner of the T-shirts. Are we doing a raffle draw?
We're going to do our big raffle draw. Another big thank you to my partner.
Get your tickets out with your numbers.
Oh, yes, of course. Get your tickets. I just want to give another big thank you to my poor partner, Celeste, who's been sat on our hardwood floor here, manually writing out all these tickets. Oh, there's a hand. Hello.
Yay!
That's Celeste. I swear it's Celeste. Okay, so, get your tickets out. I'm going to do this in a real dramatic way. We're going to zhuzh it up. I swear I don't. I had no part in it.
If it's not done dramatic.
That's right. If it's not a big zhuzh, then it's not.
Okay, so if your number gets pulled, tell us in the comments. Okay?
That's right.
We're being very suspenseful here.
We want this to be dramatic. So if you're watching and your number gets pulled, tell us in the comments. If not, I'm just going to read a name and we'll be in touch. But if you're watching,
you're not supposed to give that part away.
Oh, sorry. Forget what I said. Okay. I've drawn a ticket. It's here.
Oh my God.
Number is 0, 9, 5, 7, 0, 9, 9. Did you win? Put
won?
it in the comment.
Comment if you won. Oh, and the number is on the screen. Thank you, Ben. That's the number. Who
We're
won?
gonna give you 10 seconds to claim it. Otherwise, I'll just read your name. You still win, but it'll just be less exciting.
Nice movie phone voice, says Sarah Factor to you.
Thank you. It's all I have. Thank you. Should I announce the name?
Okay, tell us who won.
The name I have, and apologies if I don't pronounce this correctly, I'm going to do my very best. We have as our winner, Maria Joya.
Oh, you're here. Yes. Maria Joya won. Yeah.
Yay! I think I did. Yay! Okay, so forget that I announced it. You claimed it. How much more exciting.
Yay!
I just want to be clear. There was lots of tickets in here. So thank you. And I also just want to verbalize that I think the PayPal link and all that stuff will still be open. Obviously, we have our winner for the tickets at the CAA Theater. But as you've seen, I hope your money is going to a good place. If you still want to donate, please do consider doing that. But big congratulations to Maria. Big congratulations to the winners of our T-shirts. And I'll pass it over to Sarah.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're almost at the end of our night, but we have one more video to show. Actually, before we show this video, we kept this one a secret from Itai. So this is the first time he's seen this.
I hate everything about what's about to happen.
And we're causing a real nervous. So it's congratulations to you, Hayim. You won this t-shirt. So this is a secret surprise video for Itai, and here it comes.
Oh, you scared me. You want another pivotal moment in Thatz Showbiz history, huh? Well, I've got a cautionary tale for you. This is the story of a young Itai Blumenstein, tasked with learning one half of the famous Who's on First sketch. As many of our older viewers will know, the sketch is wordy, lots of confusing lines, bits of dialogue. Itai made an executive decision. I'll work on the scene without ever learning the lines. The scene was so painful to watch on show night that the question had to be asked, do we just go to blackout? Artistic director Sarah Magny said, absolutely not. And the audience suffered through.
Now, who's on first base?
Well, yes, he's on first.
Third base.
Was there a lesson in that? I guess learn your lines. I don't know. Can I go? Am I done? Yeah. Oh. Donate to Thatz Showbiz Theater Project. They're gonna make me stay here. Can I eat? Can I not eat? Oh my God. I'm sorry, Itai. I had lots of fun.
I knew it was coming.
It was a big learning experience for you.
I was very on par with my hand acting.
It was the hands were almost in place of the lines.
I can safely say 10 years later, I still don't know it.
Yeah,
Right.
well, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, it is a hard piece.
It's very hard.
To be honest.
You're very young, to be fair. That was a lot to put on you.
Oh yeah, it's not like I had to memorize all of Shrek and all of the other leading roles before that, which was the entire show.
I know. We just had to pick on you for this specific one.
It was bound to come.
So we did our winner, our raffle winner. We're basically near the end. We've shown everything that we want to show. I think it's at this time that we wanted to bring all of our co-hosts back. I know we're limited on time here, so I think we're going to wrap up pretty soon. But we'll bring back Dante and we'll bring back Alan.
Yes, we will.
Hello,
Alan. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. So we're all back, and I think we just wanted to finish off the evening by going around with a little exercise that Sarah had come up with. It's something that Sarah actually likes to kind of do this sometimes with different programs, different classes. And we'll call it for this evening, we'll call it the final word. So each of our co-hosts will go through and give their final word on showbiz's last decade, but quite literally their final word. So everybody's going to get one word. Okay, so we'll go around. Have a good think. I'm going to put myself first, even though I haven't quite thought out what I'm going to say. But we're
Now
going to
I
go
know
around.
who's on first.
Was that?
Now I know who's on first.
Yeah, perfect. So we'll go around one word to encapsulate the last decade of that showbiz history. In fairness, I will go first. I would say boundless is what I would say. Let's pass it over to Dante. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Beautiful.
And Alan?
inclusive,
Itai?
Family.
And Sarah?
Heart.
Well, folks, I'm also going to open the floor up for those of you who are still watching. If you have a final word for showbiz over the last 10 years, please comment it. I think Sarah will be the one to see those comments and we'll read them back to us. We'll give you a minute or so to do that.
I would love some words. So it's just one word. Don't overthink it. Oh, we got one here. We got life-changing from Sarah Factor. Thank you.
We'll put a hyphen. It's one word.
Yes, it's one word. Life-changing. Hanlon says connection.
Nice.
Does anyone else want to share one word?
One final word. That's Showbiz Theater Project over the last decade.
I get it. This is hilarious. Here you go. Who's on first?
Steve is coming in with the zingers tonight. He made something spicy before this.
And Sarah Factor says it's one word, but you did 2 words. Life-changing is one word? Oh, wait, we got one here. Supportive. Thank you, Tracy.
Nice. Thank you.
Leave it to Steven to always point fingers and throw me under the bus at any single second that he can.
Oh, we got friendship.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. And if any more words come in, you can bring them in. We'll split. We're just wrapping up, but I want to see them and I will bring them in. But thank you, everybody that hosted tonight. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure. It was a true honor.
Thank you for hosting and also like editing. Dante edited some videos. Alan edited some videos.
Yeah, I helped.
Stand in front of a green screen and be a silly, which we loved, and that was amazing.
It was really
Celeste,
hard.
thank you again for your work back
Celeste,
there.
give you a thank you.
Itai, thank you for coming in from New York.
Live from New York, it's Thursday night.
Live from New York, it's
Live from New York, it's Thursday night. Stephen Hanlon's partner is watching from home and has said their word is launchpad.
Oh, nice.
I like that a lot. That's beautiful. We got another supportive. Love that.
Nice.
A heart from Rachel. Thank you. Yes, words, pictures, all of it works. Beautiful. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who donated, everybody who supports us over time. Honestly, it's like, I'm not an island. So I feel like some people think I am. I'm not. This really takes a lot of people. And it even just takes a lot of people to just like sit and like listen to me just do a cry when something is overwhelming and be like, okay, it's fine. We're going to get through. Like, honestly, even that is like huge for me. And so I just really, really appreciate all these people and people that have been sticking around this whole time. Encouragement, another word. And just like, and you know, Hayden, thank you. Hayden has been here since day one. I hired Hayden when he was 17 years old. I said, assistant director of Thatz Showbiz.
And now I'm 63.
And yes, I feel 63. I feel 83. If you're 63, I'm 1,000. And he's been on board ever since. And Itai's been with us since the beginning until he graduated and went on, and then he came back and taught with us. And now we have
I'm still with you.
And you're still with me, and I appreciate that, even from afar. And Dante and Alan, new folks to Thatz Showbiz, and so we've got past, present, future going on here, and it's just so exciting.
I'm all 3 of them, just so we're clear.
Right. You're all 3, past, present, and future.
If I may. I just, on behalf of all of our co-hosts here, and on behalf of everybody who's watching, I think it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways, that obviously none of this would happen without Sarah. This is Sarah's baby. And, you know, I mean, we don't have an audience, so there's no really real way to give a round of applause, but I guess all of us can for Sarah, because without Sarah, I mean, there'd be no Thatz Showbiz. And it's become such an integral part of so many people's lives. So Sarah, thanks for that. And I'll just also, my last note will just be that as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, Sarah, the PayPal is going to remain open for a little bit. Obviously the raffle is done, but if you enjoyed what you saw today, you're inspired by what you saw today, please consider donating. As Sarah said, we don't have any big sponsorship. We rely on our community. We're here for the community and we rely on the community. So if you have it to give, please consider it, or just share this. If you don't have it to give, that's okay. Just, share, word of mouth helps plenty as well.
Thank you so much. Yes, and you can donate at any time. If you go to our website, thatzshowbiz.com, you will always be able to donate there. There it is. Thank you,
Perfect.
Ben. And also check check that website out. If you are seeing us for the first time and you haven't joined one of our programs and it sounds interesting to you, check it out. And also, like, shoot me an email if you want to chat about it or whatnot. I love talking about what we do if you have any questions or anything like that. Because I also know, like, in the disability community, people sometimes say that you're welcome and then you get into the space and it's not a welcoming and inclusive and accessible space for you. So I understand that there's trepidation around joining our program sometimes. So let's chat it out, because I want to make that space for folks. So that's showbiz.com. Our programs, we're starting in the fall. We start in like October usually for our fall programs, because September's a busy time for folks. So stay tuned for more and join our mailing list and do all those things. And we love you. We love you all so much. We're here because of you.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.